Hi everybody, it's me. I am recording something very special today. There was a book that used to be in the school library of Joe Mitchell's school back when I was in the first grade. And then it was also still there during the second grade. And I used to love looking at it so much. I absolutely loved it. And because I didn't know who the author was, I've spent a lifetime now trying to find it. And so now, today, I took a chance on something, a used book on Amazon.com, and I found out that turned to be out the book. It turned out to be it. And so I have it right here on my bed. I just got finished looking at it for the very first time, and yes, it is the exact book. Excuse me. So I thought I'd go ahead and share it with you guys. And this book seems so huge to me when I was a child. It seemed like twice as big as it does now. The book is called Snow Time. And it does, in my opinion, especially at that age, it did a wonderful job of giving an idea of what experiencing snow would be like. But I never knew until after looking at this book all this time when that freak snowstorm hit. That one time in Livermore it snowed when I was a child, and they let all the schools out immediately, and for a whole day I got to play in the snow for the first and only time in my childhood. It was beautiful. I have photos of it somewhere in storage. Anyway, let me show you what this book is like. As you can see, it's an ex-library book. Isn't it? You want to see it? Here, let's move you a little closer then. Okay, so here it is. Here's the inside, the very inside gatefold, I guess you could say. Brings back a lot of memories. This book is actually fairly decently small sized, but it seemed like it was twice as big back then, and I think, was I really so small back then that it seemed that big? Other books by Miriam Schlein, excuse me. See? Snow Time. And this is by Miriam Schlein, illustrated by John Lasker. And according to the copyright, it was published in 1966. This book is 2 years older than I am. What do you do with snow? Make a snowball. You can throw it or roll it. Bigger, bigger. You can ride in it, slide in it, shovel the snow. Make a fort or make a snowman of it. Walk through it, walk on top of it. Draw on it with a stick. Ski down it, roll in it, jump in it. Or just watch it fall. Sometimes the snow falls in large, slow flakes. Sometimes they are small, fast flakes. Sometimes snow is a white sky and nothing more. It melts just as soon as it touches the ground. But sometimes it is a deep snow. For a day, nobody can go anywhere. Except in big boots out in the snow. No school that day. No buses running. The dump truck you left outside gets all buried. The car can't get out of the driveway. Is that the kind of day you like? Is that the kind of day you wait for? Oh, you bet. You wish and you wait. When will it snow? This is the part I remember, these next 3 page turns. This is the part I remembered more than anything else in the book because it was my favorite part. Then in the city. If you live in the city, one morning you wake up and you hear the scrape, scrape of snow shovels clearing the sidewalk. And that's how you know it happened. Snow! You jump out of bed with a thump of joy. You run down the cellar for your sled. You run down the cellar for your sled. And you go to the park or out in the street. There's always some place to go when there's snow. And here's my absolute favorite picture in the whole book. I used to get this book from the library and I would put on my record, regardless of what time of year it was, of a Partridge Family Christmas card, and I used to play it all the time while looking at this page, at this illustration. In the country. If you live in the country, when you wake up after it has been snowing all night, somehow everything is more quiet than other mornings. You look out. Everything seems to have white icing on top of it. It's the snow. Did you think there could be a sad story about snow? Here is a sad story about snow. Once there was a little girl from the city. She was visiting around in the country. One night it snowed. A big, big snow. The mountains were covered with snow, but the little girl couldn't go out. You know why? Her aunt wouldn't let her, because the little girl didn't have her boots or rubbers with her. Isn't that a sad story? I used to love this page. There are millions and millions of snowflakes in the snow. What happens to them all? In the city, big pushers push the snow in big piles for trucks to take it away and dump it in the river so the streets can get clear. Whoop! You want to go play in the snow? Well, I'll take you to New York with me. Robert wants me to take you to New York with me. Then you can play in the snow. Reminds me of Skywise. He loved the snows. Snow made Skywise dance. In the country, snow can stay for weeks. In the country, snow can stay for weeks. In the fields, in the yards, every morning. Every morning you see new tracks across the snow. A dog's tracks, a rabbit's, the marks of the birds' little feet. Some places in the city, too, the snow can stay, for more than a day. In the park and a few backyards. But on the streets and sidewalks after a while, it doesn't even look like snow anymore. It turns into a big, dirty mush. And one day you look out, and you would never know that there had been snow. It's all melted. Snow, when it comes, makes a lot of people work. It gives a lot of people fun. And while it is here, it makes the whole world different. Pretty book, huh? After all these years of searching, I finally found it. It's really special to me. I'm going to absolutely cherish this moment.